It is the Passover of the Lord. This day will be a memorial feast for you. Soon the Jewish community will begin its remembering of the Passover. Muslims are in the midst of their Ramadan. And today, we in the Christian community begin our 3-day recalling of Christ's Passover. In the first reading tonight, we hear God giving Moses exact instructions about how to prepare for being passed over. The blood of the lamb shall be daubed on the doorposts of the faithful, and God will pass over them, and they will be saved from God's anger. Forever then there shall be a celebration in remembrance of this saving event. In the second reading, Paul very simply and directly recounts how Jesus memorialized his own saving event. Jesus takes bread, takes a cup of wine, and passes it on to his friends, saying, "Remember me and what I have done with you and for you." Love desires to be remembered in word and in gesture. Jesus passes over to them the way he desires to stay with them and be remembered by them. This too is a perpetual celebration in memory of a saving event. In the gospel tonight, we see some more passing over. Judas has already decided to pass Jesus over to the political leaders to be arrested. Jesus already has committed himself to hand over or pass on to his disciples exactly how they are to remember him. In John's gospel, there is no retelling of the blessing of the bread and the wine. There is the exact instruction on how his friends are to live out their lives in remembrance of him. Jesus speaks to them with this saving gesture and then accompanies this action with this instruction: "Do you realize what I have done for you?" They do and they don't, of course. He then says, "If I, your Lord and your Master, have washed your feet, you ought to wash one another's feet." Jesus, in his whole life, and now near the end, has given them and us an example to be followed. In a new way, Jesus is saying, "Do this too in memory of me." So the Passover continues in how we remember the servant Jesus. Washing feet, washing tears away, washing wounds, washing prejudice away, washing away conflict and division. We do these things in memory of him. He is the Passover lamb. He is the bread of life. He is the world's foot washer. Remembering in our hearts is important. Living that memory in ritual is essential. Living that memory in the gestures of our simple lives is sacramental. We are his body, doing what he did, loving this world into the saved community of his people.